Hey there people, I'm your favorite neighborhood listeners, but I want to welcome you back to Gabriel Night 3. As we left off, we have searched all of the rooms here. So pretty much all I can do right now is just go around, see if I can talk to Roxanne and also Jean.
The maid's in there and I don't have a single solitary excuse for bugging her. Much as I might enjoy to.
Yeah, of course. Well, no talking to Roxanne. So let's go and see if we can talk to Jean.
Monsieur Knight? You do not go with the tour?
Nope.
I did not go with the tour. No, you are quick, Jean.
Oui, certainement. This is obvious. Unfortunately, it also makes the predicament. I sent the staff home. There is no one here to prepare for your repast.
Oh, that's all right, Johnny babe. I've gone longer without repasting.
It is possible, I am sure, monsieur. Especially from such a strong man as yourself. But the Hotel Rennes Le Chateau is not a boot camp. I feel most horrible.
Oh, don't sweat it.
You are too kind, monsieur.
Yeah, don't sweat it, Jean. Just take it easy. You're just a small hotel. At least you take pride and enjoyment of your job. So that's a good thing.
Say, Jean, I was wondering if you could tell me about the other guest rooms?
Is monsieur unhappy?
Must show is peachy, thanks. But I was thinking Gracie and I might come back sometime. You know.
Ah, I am most relieved. Truly, your room is one of the finest. Room 23, Monsieur Wilkes' room, is like your own.
Yeah, we saw it.
Then, in the middle of the hall, rooms 21 and 27 are a little bit smaller, oui?
Yeah,
But
I know.
they have the dumb waiter like your room and that of Monsieur Wilkes.
So there are 4 rooms on the dumbwaiter?
Précisément. And in the front of the hotel are rooms 31 and 29.
Yeah.
They are the best in the house. As large as your room, monsieur. But with the balcony.
But
Yes.
no dumbwaiter.
No. These rooms, they get the room service.
What about Mosley's room?
Room 33? It is a closet for the brooms, monsieur. I would not recommend it.
Then why do you even have it? Why do you have it open? Why don't you spruce it up a little bit? I mean, it's still a room. You shouldn't call it a piece of crap. But it's mostly fitting for Mosley. Not really. Mosley's not really a piece of crap. He's a pile of crap. Mosley's a good guy. He deserves better than what the room that he got. And also the moped that he got. He's got bad luck on his side. Doesn't he? Oh well.
Hey, Jean, dude. You know, I am feeling a bit peckish.
Oh, I am so sorry. I will telephone the cook. She will simply have to miss her hip therapy.
No, really, I can take care of myself. That is, if you don't mind me going into the kitchen, I can make a sandwich or something.
Of course, but I am embarrassé, monsieur, mortified. I apologize most profusely.
Jean,
Oui, monsieur.
get over yourself.
Oui, monsieur. Right away.
You're such a weenie. You're a wiener. Stop being a wiener. Weenie, 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 weenie. Okay, so I talked to Jean. I wonder what I could do next. I think I need to go outside. Well, let's take a cup of Joe first. Because that's what Gabriel needs in the morning. When he wakes up, he takes a cup of coffee. A cup of Joe. That's what he does in the first game. Every time. So why not keep the, why break the habit? Why break the routine? Alright, outside we go. I wonder when we're gonna go back to Grace. It should be after we do stuff around here. I just don't know what I should do. Maybe I need to go to Larry Chester's house.
Nah, I need to stay here and do some poking around while everyone's gone.
Yeah, ready? Ah, there is a place that we actually could go to. The church. Abbé Arnaud. Let's go check his place out, because he is a very interesting individual. And he is gone as well, so maybe we can go in here. Can we squeeze it through?
There's no way I can squeeze in through there.
Well, open it up some more, maybe?
It's stuck. The wood must be swollen.
Ah, but we do have a solution for that. That's why we took this proper preparation H. Although it's not called preparation H, but still. It works the same. It's a lubricant. So it should work on swollen wood as it works on swollen sphincters. Et voila!
I can't believe that worked.
Or like some people actually type it, viola, which means a violin, actually.
I don't recognize him.
I recognize him. He's a man. Francois... Well, it says right there.
Duke of Lorraine, 1983. Well, that's an odd person for an abbé to have hanging in his office.
Yeah.
You'd expect, I don't know, Jesus, maybe?
Well, if you have looked into the church, there's a lot of religious depictions in there, especially of Jesus, so I don't think he needs to have more in his freaking room.
Now, who would Arnaud play chess with around here? Jean, perhaps? Oh, no, monsieur. Not ma queen.
Can we dust this for fingerprints? You never know. Might be on some chest pieces or something.
I don't see any prints.
Well, he doesn't have a phone. That might have a fingerprint or two.
Hey, he has a phone. He must be one of the privileged residents.
Well, you do remember he did make a phone call and you taped it. You already forgot that one? Whip-boo. Whip-boo.
I think that goes back to his little house in the cemetery. Cozy.
Any fingerprints?
No prints. Nah, I don't think I'd find what I'm looking for back there.
Okay. So let's search his desk, shall we?
He's neater than I'd expect, given his style and clothes.
Well, they're neat clothes, although very old-fashioned. So what do we find? Ah, he smokes.
I can't exactly read it, but it appears to be about the European Union.
Huh. Nothing loose in there. Can we get a
I
fingerprint?
don't see anything.
Okay.
Cigarettes. Imagine finding those in a Frenchman's drawer.
Don't make him into a stereotypical Frenchman like in the cartoons where they smoke all the time. So this should give us a fingerprint somewhere. Somewhere. Ah.
Yup. Prince O'Plenty.
Zippity
Got
zippity doo.
it.
So at least we got a fingerprint. Can we open the lower one? Nope, it's just the same. There's nothing else in here as far as I
He has
remember.
lots of books on Rennes-le-Château, but they're all in French. Just as well. I don't have time to read anyway.
Why would he have a lot of books about the place that he lives in?
He has lots of books on Rennes.
That doesn't make any sense to me. Unless he's extremely curious about this area.
It's open all the way.
But can we close it? I mean, we don't want to look suspicious. Unless the Abbé just thinks, oh, I left the window open. I better close it when I get back. Now that I'm back, I better close it. The humidity does horrible things to the books. I might do horrible things to my hair. That's a Curse of Monkey Island reference. Yay. Is that everything I can do here? I can't think of anything other than going to the museum, of course. They should be open now. Let's go talk to her.
I don't have anything else to say to her.
Let's not go talk to her.
Those things aren't exactly flying out the door now, are they?
Not really.
Pictures of the town and stuff.
That's a picture of the church. Maybe there's something that catches our eye. I want? No. Fine. Well, there's nobody else here. Might as well go visit the place and check it out, you know.
It's a letter in French. A bunch of old
Be still, my heart.
This side tells the story of that Abbé Saunière.
And this side tells about the
These panels tell the history of the Rennes-le-Château area.
Well, we're not gonna read this all now because with the grace we're actually going to read all of them. So I won't bother checking them out any closer. Unless I can. If I do this. Yeah. I actually can read them. Forget what I said. We can actually check them all. The Celts. The earliest recorded inhabitants of the Languedoc were Celtic. Several stone monuments in the area are thought to be French versions of Stonehenge. Very little is known about this period. I mean, I don't remember what else I need to do here, so why not spend some time reading about this history? If you don't like it, go to the end of the video. The Romans called this area Gaul. They had many rich silver and gold mines here sustained by slave labor. Gaul was a favorite spot for exiled people. Pontius Pilate and Herod Antipas were both exiled here by Rome. The Visigoths conquered Rome, raiding the city of Rome itself in 410. They ended their nomadic existence by settling in this area with their vast stores of plundered wealth. Nearby Toulouse was their capital. Fascinating. The Merovingian dynasty was a line of mystical priest-kings with long hair that ruled the German Franks. Clovis I in 507 defeated Alaric II of the Visigoths in battle. Clovis I made a pact with the Roman Pope to consolidate the position of each. It is a fascinating history that they have written here. In 671, Merovingian king Dagobert II married Giselle de Raz, niece of the Visigoth king. Her hometown Rennes-le-Château, then called Radey, became the Merovingian stronghold. The two had a son, Sigisbert IV. On December 23rd, 679, Dagobert II was murdered by a servant under directions from the king's treacherous mayor of the palace, Pepin the Fat. His 3-year-old son, Sigisbert IV, disappeared, and the kingship passed to a weaker branch of the family tree. The Pope endorsed this murder. Yeah, they were bloodthirsty back then, weren't they? The Carolingians, the family line of Pepin the Fat, gradually took over rulership. In 754, Pepin III, by the pronouncement of the Pope, officially became king of the Franks. His dynasty included Charlemagne. The Carolingians' rule ended in 987 with the new dynasty of the Capetians. Septimania. From the Spanish Pyrenees up through the Toulouse and Narbonne, there was a strong Jewish contingent. In 759, Pepin III, in exchange for acknowledgement from the Jewish leaders, made Septimania an independent kingship. The Jewish Septimanians chose as their king Theodoric, descendant of Sigisbert IV. The Theodoric's descendants include Guillaume de Guiron and Godefroy de Bouillon, Duke of Lorraine and conqueror of Jerusalem during the Crusades. I'm sorry, my French accent sticked on. The Cathars, perhaps as an outgrowth of the region's historical independence in the late 12th century of Languedoc, became the hotbed of a group called the Cathars. The Cathars were nominally Christians, but their theology was considered heretical by the Catholic Church. The Pope arranged the Albigensian Crusade in 1207, in which the Cathars were slaughtered, men, women, and children. The region never fully recovered. Although the Templars were inaugurated in Jerusalem in 1118, several of the key founders came from the Languedoc, including Hugh de Payne, Count of Champagne. The temple continued its association with the region, establishing several bases here. Many high-ranking Templars came from Cathar families, including Bertrand de Blanchefort, 4th Templar Grand Master. The Knights Templar were eventually accused of heresy. A general arrest occurred in 1307. The group was disbanded, and all that resisted were burnt at the stake. Yeah, in 1314 they were pretty much gone.
These panels tell the history of the Ren.
Yeah, that's what all Gabriel says. Now let's go to the other side about Saunière. Bérenger Saunière was born and raised near Rennes-le-Château in a town called Montazel. He was ordained and appointed abbé to Rennes-le-Château in 1885 at the age of 33. Quite a young age for a priest. For 6 years, Saunière struggled on a starvation salary. He managed to raise a little money from locals to restore the decrepit church. He began the work in 1891 and was dismantling the altar when he found a hollow in an ancient Visigothic pillar. Inside the hollow, Saunière found 4 parchments in wooden tubes. The parchments were said to be 2 genealogies, a 2-sided parchment containing Greek scripture, and a confession of one Abbé Bijou, abbé at Rennes-le-Château in 1789 and confessor to the Blanchefort family. 1789, that was the French Revolution year. At least I think it was 1789. Saunière took this discovery to his superior, the Bishop of Carcassonne. The bishop sent him to Paris, where he stayed for 3 weeks. In Paris, he was introduced to various persons known to be involved in esoteric and occult circles. He paid to have copies made of several paintings in the Louvre. When Saunière returned to Rennes-le-Château, his fortunes had changed. He began spending vast sums of money. He had a lavish villa built for himself and his housekeeper Marie de Narnaud. Then he added a strange tower overlooking the valley. Saunière built a road and water system for the town. He refurbished the church in a garish and unorthodox manner. He gave money away and spent a fortune on his friends. Although a later superior demanded that he name the source of his wealth, Saunière was excused from such an explanation by the Pope himself. Interesting. Saunière also did some unaccountable things, such as destroying several of the tombstones in the local graveyard and defacing other ancient local inscriptions. Curious. Distinguished and mysterious visitors came to see Saunière at Rennes-le-Château, including Archduke Johann von Habsburg, cousin of the Austrian Emperor. Saunière died suddenly of a stroke in January 17, 1917, at the age of 65. His death came only days after Marie de Narnaud ordered his casket. Though Marie said she would reveal his secret before she died, she never did. All she said was that people in the area were walking in gold, and they didn't even know it. That is a fascinating history. Asmodée, gravure tirée d'un livre de l'On Saunière. Okay. But that is a very fascinating story that they have written about Saunière and the Templar and other history. Many of those history bits actually are accurate to the real history of the area, like the Rome and Gaul and the Cathars and such. As far as I remember, many of them are accurate, but there are inconsistencies, of course, because it's not like super accurate, but it has accuracies that are true. And also, with the whole Saunière thing, now that's fiction. All of that is just fiction. As you can easily tell. Now, what else am I... Well, now that I have the print of Arnaud, of our abbé, I should just scan that into Sydney, and I think that's it for Gabriel. I think we're gonna move on to Grace. At least that's what I remember. So add data. And Abbé Arnaud. Scan that in. And let's link it to the proper suspect. Abbé Arnaud. Open the file, please. Got the tape already there and Abbé print. Links to suspect. There we go. I think that is all that I can do for today. For Gabriel at this time period. At least I don't remember there being anything else.
I already scanned it.
Yeah, I've scanned all the parchments. Oh yeah, that's what I need to do. I need to go and put them back into place. The parchments, at least, from Lady Howard's room. Could you go past the freaking cameras? The biggest enemy in any game, right? So the parchments, put them back. Yes, those. Put them back. Because we have scanned them already. Time to put them into their hidey hole. And also I think I need to go to Madeline's room to put this back. Of course. I mean, she would be kind of suspicious of the activity that her map is gone. This was where I found it, right? Yep. And close that. That should be it. We have returned all the items that we found and scanned. We still have this ticket stub.
Bocelli came here from Rome.
Do we need to go put that back into place? I don't think so.
I don't see any prints.
And we didn't need to scan that into Sydney either, so... I guess we just need to have it on ourselves as evidence. Evidence to show that he is not what he says to be. I think that should have triggered something.
Monsieur Knight, there you are.
Ah,
What?
Roxanne, she has been telling me things most troubling.
really?
No, you see, I just got mixed up and thought that my room was...
She says the kitchen, it shows no sign of sandwich making.
Oh, yeah. See, I couldn't find the mayo, and, well, you know, a sandwich just ain't a sandwich without the white stuff.
Mayo goes well with a sandwich, yes.
Man, so lost without a woman's touch. Come with me, monsieur. I have finished my cleaning, and now I make for you the big sandwich, yes?
Oh, oui, oui.
Well, I suppose I could stand a nibble or two.
Let's get that big sandwich. Yeah, that's what we needed. Well, that's a nice picture right there. We got some Greek letters there. I can see Omega and Alpha and Epsilon. Somebody tell me what that means, if it even says anything. But yeah, we're gonna move back to Grace, continue the tour next time. So thank you everybody for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I hope you all have a good evening, good afternoon, and a good morning, and I will see you all next time. Take care, people. Bye.